Good morning and welcome to the June drill. I'm General Mammen. I want to give you a few updates of what we've been doing since the last drill. So, the month of May has been extremely busy. I'm always amazed at how busy the 127th Wing is, even despite all the restrictions and movement that we have due to the pandemic. You know, we continue to maintain our readiness. We're out here on the flight line today with our airplanes in our backdrop because we're going to be flying here in a few minutes. That has continued throughout this pandemic, and I'm amazed at how well we've accomplished our readiness mission. On top of that, our tankers have been flying as well every day since the pandemic has started. In addition, we have members continuously in the last 2 months down in the communities working with our civil leaders to ensure that the pandemic response is going off as best it possibly can. And finally, we continue to deploy members overseas on a regular basis. Just recently, in fact, we sent about another 50 members over to the Middle East. I'm amazingly proud of the 127th Wing accomplishments and what the members can do with their resiliency. Since last month, we had some great media events and great media attention. In fact, we supplemented the America Strong flyovers with our Michigan Strong flyovers. When the Blue Angels came to Detroit and flew over the local area, we flew over the entire state of Michigan. We flew up to the UP, including Houghton and Hancock, and Marquette, Flint, Lansing, Grand Rapids, Traverse City, Battle Creek. It was a really great event. In fact, the media outreach was really something we've never seen before here in the 127th Wing. On any given day, we get maybe a couple thousand hits on our social media. The 2 days of the flyovers, we hit over 2.5 million hits on our social media. The community was just absolutely excited for what we were doing, and they wanted to see where they could be when our airplanes were going to be flying over. In addition, it's estimated that we reached over 50 million people nationally due to our media attention that we've gotten from the local area. It was really a great event and really solidifies how the National Guard is a cornerstone of Michigan communities. Currently, we're in Health Protection Condition Charlie. So what does that mean to you? That means that we have certain protocols in place to ensure your health and safety during this pandemic. Even while it's winding down, we're still currently at that Charlie measures. Now, every day we are looking at ways to reduce those restrictions and going into a lighter health protection condition. But that'll really be dependent on how things are happening inside the base and outside the base in our local community. Now, what does that mean for you today? That means that we are still looking at social distancing, we are still requiring masks, common areas are closed, and you can expect when you come on base and as you go to your place of work that your temperature will be taken. If you're not feeling well, we're going to ask you to go home. With that, as we move forward, our hope is that we can relax our health protection conditions and get back to a sense of new normal moving forward. Okay, this June drill will actually have a lot more people on base during the drill than we've had over the last 2 drills. Again, as things are getting better outside and in the community, we're starting to bring more people back, and again, for our readiness. This includes flying airplanes on the drill weekend and doing our Agile Combat Support missions as well. Now keep in mind, I have given commanders a lot of latitude to design their drills what will make it work best for them. And each organization is a little different. Some commanders are splitting the drills between 2 weekends. Other commanders are spreading their drills out over 4 days to ensure the good social distancing. Each one is a little different, and each one will work for them for their readiness. I've given them all that latitude that they possibly can have in order to effectively execute their mission. Now, with that moving forward, there's a lot of concern for some airmen out there about getting a good year. Will they have enough points to have a good year due to the restrictions that we've had over the last several months? So with that, I want to make sure that all of you know that there's a shared responsibility between the airmen, you, and your supervisors to ensure that you get that good year from a points perspective. Now with that, we have lots of annual training resources available. And I mean lots of annual training resources available. I've challenged the commanders to try to execute 100% of our AT this year throughout the rest of this year. So if you want to come out and do annual training and you have some missions to do, some readiness factors for you to improve upon, or some work that you want to do within the organization, we can probably affect that with annual training resources. So please talk with your supervisors and work out a schedule and a plan to come to work for your readiness. The governor has lifted her stay-at-home orders. So with that, there's going to be a tendency for a lot of people to get out right away and move around this great state of Michigan. But I ask you to think about how you're going to do that. Be safe doing it. Continue to wear your mask. Continue to watch out for the safety of not only you, but your family. Plan for your events as you go outside and enjoy this great summer. Finally, I'd like to talk about resiliency. This has been a very, very tough couple months for not only the state of Michigan and Michiganders, but for all of the United States. I ask you to think about yourselves and know that there are people out there that can help. There is financial assistance, there's spiritual assistance, and there's our Director of Psychological Health here at Selfridge as well. We're all here to help you to maintain your resilience. If you need help, please reach out. We can't help you if we don't know it. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for your professionalism and I thank you for your leadership. Thank you.